having a field day, aren't you, huh? Well, I'm gonna fix you. Before I'm through with you.
You and the quarterback, you both gonna fix me.
And you will miss you never mentioned our son.
You.
I said that I warned you.
I'm impressed.
I'm numbed enough now that I can be able to take you when we're alone. I don't listen to you. When I do listen to you, I don't really hear you because I sift everything. I bring everything down to reflex response, which is the only real way to manage it.
Nuts!
You go along that way as long as you want to. And when you are done,
Have you ever listened to yourself talk, George? Have you ever listened to your sentences? You are so friggin' convoluted, that's what you are. You talk like you're writing one of your stupid papers.
I've got to find some way to really get at you, Martha.
You've got it, me. You don't have to do anything. 23 years of you has been quite enough. You want to know what's happened, George? You want to know what's finally happened? It snapped, finally.
Come off it, Martha.
I've tried. I've really tried.
You're a monster. You are.
I am loud, and I am vulgar. And I wear the pants in this house because somebody's got to. But I am not a monster. I am not.
Spoiled, self-indulgent, willfully dirty-minded, liquor-ridden.
Snap! It finally snapped. I'm not going to try to get through to you anymore. I'm not going to try. There was a second, maybe, back there. A second, just a second, when I could have gotten through to you. When we could have cut through all of this crap.
I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. There's no moment. There is no moment anymore when we could have come together.
Maybe you're right, baby. Because you can't come together with nothing, and you're nothing. Snap! It went snap tonight at Daddy's party. I sat there at Daddy's party, and I watched you. I watched you sitting there. And I watched all the younger men around. The men who were actually going to go somewhere, and I watched you. And you weren't there. And it snapped. It finally snapped. And I am going to howl it out. And I am not going to give a damn what I do. And I am going to make the biggest goddamn explosion you've ever heard.
Try that, and I will beat you at your own game.
Oh, is that a threat, George?
That
Huh?
is a threat, Martha.
You're gonna get it,
You
baby.
be careful, Martha. I'll rip you to pieces.
Oh, you aren't man enough. You don't have the guts.
Total war?
Total.
Well, she's resting now.
Oh,
Yeah, she all right?
I think so, now. I'm really very terribly sorry.
Forget about it.
oh, it happens all the time around here.
She'll be all right. Well, she's... Ma'am? She's in the bathroom, lying on the floor. Lying on the bathroom floor.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
She likes it. She says it's cool.
Still, I don't think...
Well, look, if she wants to lay on the bathroom floor, let her.
She says
Maybe
she
she'd
likes
be
it.
more comfortable in the tub.
No, she says she likes it. She took up the mat. And she's lying on the tiles. She lies on the floor an awful lot.
Oh.
She gets headaches and things, and she's always lying on the floor. Is there ice?
What?
Ice. Is there ice?
Ice.
Ice, yes.
Ice.
Ice.
Adam.
Yes. Yes, I'll go get some.
So go. Besides, we want to be alone.
I wouldn't be surprised, Martha. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you wouldn't, huh?
Not a bit, Martha.
No!
No! You'll try anything.
Actually, she's really quite frail and,
Slim hipped.
yes.
Is that why you don't have any kids?
I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
Well, and even if it does, who cares, huh?
Pardon?
Hey, hand me a cigarette, lover. And now, for being such a good boy, you can give me a kiss.
Well, I don't know if I should.
Oh, come on, baby, just a little kiss.
Well,
Oh, come on. That little kiss, just who could object to a friendly little kiss?
oh well,
It's, you won't get hurt, little boy.
I'm not so little.
Oh, I bet you're not.
But what if he should come
Oh,
back in?
George, oh,
or
who cares about him? Besides, it's just a friendly little kiss, it's all in the faculty.
Well, it's not that I don't want to, believe
Oh,
me.
you're a scientist, aren't you?
Mm.
Make an experiment. Make a little experiment. Experiments on old Martha.
Not very old.
It'd be a nice change for you too.
Yes, it would.
And you could come back to your little wife all refreshed.
She wouldn't even know the difference.
And nobody else will either. Oh! Oh! Hey, slow down, baby. Don't rush it. Later.
Oh, come on now.
No, baby. Come on, later, baby.
I told you I'm a biologist.
Oh, I know. I can tell. Later.
Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Oh, here we are. Ice for the lamps of China, Manchuria thrown in. Oh, you better wary of those little yellow bastards, my love. They aren't amused. Why don't you come on over to our side? We'll blow the hell out of them, split the money up between us, and live on Easy Street. What you say?
Well, sure. Hey, Ice.
Yes, that's right. Why, Martha, my dove, you look radiant.
Well, thanks.
Let's see now. I've got the ice, so...
Gotten.
Martha. Got is perfectly correct. It's just a little archaic, like you.
What are you so cheerful for?
Let's see, I've got the ice. Can I get anybody a drink? Martha, can I make you a drink?
Sure, why not?
Indeed. Why not? Martha, you've been nibbling away at the edge of the glass again.
I have not.
Oh, I see you've already made your own, which is fine. That's just fine. I'll hooch up old Martha here and we'll be all set.
All set for what?
Oh, I don't know. Love, we are having a party, aren't we? Oh, I passed your wife in the hall. I passed the John and I looked in on her. Oh, so peaceful. So peaceful. Sleeping away. Oh, and she's actually sucking her thumb.
Aww.
Rolled up like a fetus, sucking away.
I suppose she's all right.
No, of course she is. Here you are, love.
Thanks.
Now, one for me. It's my turn.
Never, baby. It's never your turn.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Martha.
You moving on the principle the worm turns?
Well, the worm part's right, 'cause that fits you just fine. But the turns? Uh-uh. You don't go anywhere but in a straight line, baby. And that doesn't lead anywhere. Except maybe the grave.
Well, you just hold that thought, Martha. You hug it close. You run your hands over it. Me? I'm gonna sit down, if you don't mind. I'm gonna sit down right over there. I'm gonna read a book.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna read. Read. Read? You've heard of it?
What do you mean you're gonna read? What's the matter with you?
There's nothing the matter with me, Martha. I'm just gonna read a book, that's all.
We've got company!
Oh, yes, love, I know, but, oh hell, it's after 4 o'clock, and I always read around this time. Now, you just go about your business. I'll sit here very quietly.
You read in the afternoon. You read at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You don't read at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody reads at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No.
He's going to read a book. The son of a bitch is gonna read a book.
So it would seem.
Well, we can amuse ourselves, can't we?
I imagine so.
Did you hear that, George?
Hmm?
We're going to amuse ourselves.
Well, that's nice.
You might not like it.
Oh, no, you go. You go right ahead. You entertain your guests.
Oh, I'm going to entertain myself too.
That's good.
Yeah, ha, you're a real riot, George.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a riot too, George.
Well, yes, you are, Martha.
You know what I'm doing, George?
No, Martha, what are you doing?
I'm entertaining. I'm entertaining one of the guests. I'm necking with one of the guests.
Well, that's nice. Which one?
Oh, my God, you're funny.
Someone at the door, Martha.
Never mind that. Now, I said I was necking with one of the guests.
Good. You go right ahead.
Good.
Yes, good. Good for you.
I see what you're up to, you
I'm up to
lads.
page 138.
Now cut it! You just cut that out! You miserable... I'll show you!
No, Martha. No, show him. Maybe he hasn't seen it. Maybe he hasn't seen it. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
I don't have any respect for you.
None for yourself, either. I don't know what the younger generation's coming to.
You don't even
Care? You're quite right. I couldn't care less. So, you just take this bag of laundry here, you throw her over your shoulder, and get out of my sight.
You're disgusting.
Because you are gonna hump Martha? I am disgusting?
You motherfucker! Wait for me, huh, baby? Hey, wait for me in the kitchen, huh? Go on, wait for me in the kitchen. Come on. Yeah, all right, yeah. Go on, wait for me in the kitchen. That's it. Go on, be a good baby. Now you listen to
I'd
me.
much rather read, Martha, if you don't mind.
Well, I do mind. You pay attention to me. If you don't get off this kick you're on right now, I swear to God I'll do it. I swear to God I'll follow that guy into the kitchen and then I'll take him upstairs.
So what, Martha?
Okay. You asked for it, and you're gonna get it.
Lord, Martha, if you want the boy that badly, Just have him. But do it honestly, will you? Don't try to cover it with all this footwork.
I'll make you sorry you ever made me want to marry you. I'll make you regret the day you ever decided to come to this college. I'll make you sorry you ever let yourself down.
And the West, encumbered by crippling alliances and burdened with a morality too rigid to accommodate itself to the swing of events, must eventually fall.
You're gonna regret this, Martha!
You're really gonna regret this?
Hey, hey. Where is everybody? Drop me! Pluck me like a, whatever it is, creeping vine. Throw me over your shoulder like an old shoe. George? George! George, what are you doing? Are you hiding? George! Deserted. Abandoned. Left out in the cold like an old pussycat. Can I make you a drink, Martha? Why, that would be lovely, George. That's very kind of you. No, Martha, no. Why, I'd do anything for you. Really? Would you, George? Why, I'd do anything for you, too. Why, Martha, I've misjudged you, and I've misjudged you, too, George. Where the hell is everybody? I'm the hostess. Fat chance. Fat chance. Daddy. Daddy. Martha is abandoned. Left to her own vices at something o'clock in the a.m. Daddy White Mouse, do you really have red eyes? Let me see. You do! You do have red eyes, Daddy! You have red eyes because you cry all the time, don't you? I cry all the time too, Daddy. I'll give all you bastards 5 to get out from where you're hiding! I cry all the time too, Daddy. Way down
down deep inside where nobody can see me. Georgie cries all the time, too. We both cry all the time. All the time, Daddy. And then what do we do? Oh, we cry. And we take our tears. And we put them in the ice trays. In the goddamn ice box. Until they're frozen. And then we put them in our goddamn drinks. Oh, I've got windshield wipers on my eyes because I married you, baby. Oh, Martha. You'll be a songwriter yet. Clink. Clink. Clink.
You've all gone crazy.
Clink.
I said you've all gone crazy.
Probably. Probably.
You've all gone crazy. I come back downstairs and what happens?
What happened?
My wife's in the can with the liquor bottle and she winks at me. Winks at me!
Oh, she's never winked at you? Oh, that's a shame.
She's in there and she's curled up on the tiles and she's peeling the label off the liquor bottle, the brandy bottle.
We'll never get the deposit back that way.
I ask her what she's doing and she says, "Shh, nobody knows I'm here." I come back down here and you're saying clink, for God's sake, clink, clink. You've all gone crazy.
Yes, sad but true.
Where's your husband?
He is vanishing. Poof.
You've all gone crazy, nuts.
Ah, 'tis but the refuge we seek when the unreality of the world weighs too heavy upon our weary heads. Relax, sink back into it. You're no better than anybody else.
I think I am.
Well, you're certainly a flop in some departments.
I beg your pardon?
I said you're certainly a flop in some departments.
I'm sorry you're disappointed.
I didn't say I was disappointed, stupid.
Why don't you try me sometime when we haven't been drinking for 10 hours and then maybe...
Oh, I wasn't talking about your potential. I was talking about your goddamn performance.
Oh.
Your potential's fine. It's dandy. Just dandy. Well, I haven't seen such a dandy potential in a long time. But oh, baby, you sure are a flop.
Everybody's a flop to you. I'm a flop, your husband's a
You're
flop.
all flops. I am the Earth Mother and you're all flops. Hump the hostess. Ha! God, I disgust me. I pass my life in crappy, totally pointless infidelities. Would-be infidelities. Bunch of boozed up, impotent lunkheads. Martha makes goo-goo eyes and
and the lunkheads slap over to the bar to pick up some more courage, and they pick up some more courage. Come back over to Martha, who licks her chops, and the lunkheads grin and roll their beautiful, beautiful eyes back in their head. And then they slap over to the bar to get some more courage. Then they come back to old Martha, who does a little dance for them, which gets them all heated up, mentally. So then they slap over to the bar for some more courage, and their wives and sweethearts raise their noses into the air, right through the ceiling sometimes, which sends the lunkheads back to the soda fountain for some more courage, while Martha sits there with her dress up over her head, suffocating. Do you have any idea how stuffy it is with your dress up over your head? Suffocating. Waiting for the lunkheads who slap back to the bar to get their courage up, and they get their courage up. But that's it. Oh my. There is sometimes some very fine potential. But oh my. But that's how things are in a civilized society. All the beautiful lunkheads. Poor bastards. You know, there is only one man in my whole life who has ever made me happy. You know that? One.
The, what do you call it? The lawnmower or something.
No. I forgot about him. No, but when I think about him and me, it's almost like being a voyeur. Huh. No, I was talking, of course, about George. My husband, George.
You're kidding.
Am I?
Him.
Him?
Sure.
Oh, you don't believe it?
Of course I do.
You always deal in appearances?
For God's sake.
George! Who is out there somewhere in the darkness. George, who is good to me and whom I revile, who understands me and whom I push off, who makes me laugh and I choke it back in my throat, who will hold me at night so that it's warm, and whom I will bite so that there is blood, who learns the rules of the games we play as quickly as I can change them. George, who makes me happy, and I do not wish to be happy. And yes, I do wish to be happy. George and Martha, sad.
Sad.
George, whom I cannot forgive for having come to rest, for having looked at me and said, yes, this will do. Who has made the hideous, hurtful, insulting mistake of loving me and must be punished for it. George and Martha, sad.
Sad.
George, who tolerates which is intolerable, who is kind which is cruel, who understands which is beyond comprehension.
George and Martha, sad.
Someday, some night, some stupid, liquor-ridden night, I will go too far. And I will either push the man off for good, or I will break his back. I deserve for him to leave me.
I don't think the man's got a vertebra intact.
Oh, you don't, do you? Oh, little boy. You've got yourself hunched over that microphone of yours.
Microscope.
Yes. And you don't see anything, do you? You see everything but the mind. You see all the specks and crap, but you don't see how anything works, do you?
I can see when a man's had his back broken. Even I can see that.
Oh, can you?
You're damn right.
You know so little. And you're gonna take over the world, huh?
All right now.
You think a man's got his back broken because he makes like a clown and walks bent over. Is that really all you know?
I said all right.
Ooh, the stallion's angry. Ooh, the gelding's upset.
You swing wild, don't you?
Ah!
Just anywhere.
I'm a Gatling gun.
Pointless butchery, aimless.
Oh, poor little lunkhead.
Just hit out at everything.
Go answer the door.
What did you say to me?
I said go answer the door. What, are you deaf?
You want me to go answer the door?
Yes, lunkhead. There must be something around here you can do well. Or are you too drunk for that too? You can't get the latch up either?
Look, there's no need for that kind of talk.
Sure there is. You can be houseboy around here for a while. You can start off being houseboy right now.
Look, lady, I'm no flunky to you.
Sure you are. You're ambitious, aren't you, boy? You didn't chase me around the kitchen and up the stairs out of mad-driven passion, did you? You were thinking about your career just a little bit, weren't you? Well, you can houseboy your way up the ladder starting now.
There's no limit to you, is there?
No, baby. None. Now answer the door.
I'm coming, for Christ's sake.
Wonderful! Marvelous! I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go.
Stop that!
All right, baby. Sorry. Go on, open the little door.
Glorious,
Oh, how lovely!
glorious.
Oh.
Sonny, you've come home for your birthday
Hey,
at
you
last.
stay away from me.
Oh, that's the houseboy, for God's sake.
That's not our own little Sonny Jim. Our own little all-American something or other.
I certainly hope not. He's been acting mighty funny if he is.
Oh, that Chippy, huh? I brung you these flowers, Martha, cause you're, hell, gee.
Roses, pansies, violets, my wedding bouquet.
If you two don't mind, I'm just gonna...
You stay right where you are. Go make my hubby a drink.
I don't think I will.
Oh, Martha, no, that'd be too much, baby. He's your houseboy, baby, not mine.
I'm nobody's houseboy.
Now.
I'm nobody's houseboy now.
Vicious.
Children, isn't that right? Vicious children with their oh-so-sad games, hopscotching their way through life, etc., etc. It's something like that, isn't it?
Something like that.
Screw, baby.
Oh, him can't. Him too full of booze.
Wee wee.
Mhm.
Here, dump these in some gin.
Aww.
What a terrible thing to do, Martha Snapdragons.
Is that what they are?
Yep. Here I went out into the moonlight to go pick 'em for Martha tonight and for our Sonny boy tomorrow for his birthday.
There is no moon now. I saw it go down from the bedroom.
From the bedroom. Well, there was a moon.
No, there was no moon.
Yes, there was. Well, hell, there is.
There is no moon. The moon went down.
There is a moon. The moon is up.
I'm afraid you are mistaken.
No.
There is no goddamn moon.
Martha, I did not pick snapdragons in the stony dark. I did not go stumbling around to Daddy's greenhouse in the pitch.
Yes, you did. You would.
Martha, I do not pick flowers in the blink. I have never robbed a hothouse without there was a light from heaven.
There is no moon. The moon went down.
That very well may be, Chastity. The moon may very well have gone down, but it came back up.
The moon does not come back up. When the moon goes down, it stays
You
down.
don't know anything. If the moon went down, then it came back up.
That is not true. That is such a lie.
Ignorance, such ignorance.
Bullshit. You watch who you're calling ignorant.
Once, when I was sailing past Mallorca, I was talking on the deck with a correspondent who was talking about Roosevelt, and then the moon, it went down. Just thought about it, you know what I mean? Considered it, and then came right back up, just like that.
That is not true. It is such a lie.
Martha, you must not call everything a lie, must she?
Well, hell, I don't know when you people are lying or what.
Damn right.
You're not supposed to.
Right.
At any rate, I was sailing past Mallorca.
You
and
never sailed past Mallorca.
Martha, I most
You
certainly...
never were in the Mediterranuan in your life, ever.
I most certainly was. My mommy and my daddy took me there as a college graduation present.
No.
Was this after you killed them?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe not, too.
Jesus. Damn you!
Oh, truth and illusion. Who knows the difference? Huh?
Truth and illusion, you were never in the Mediterranean, ever.
Martha, if I wasn't in the Mediterranean, how did I get to the Aegean? Huh?
Overland.
Yeah,
Don't side with her, houseboy.
I'm not a houseboy.
Look, I know this game. If you don't make it in the sack, then you are a houseboy, yes?
I'm not a houseboy.
All right, then you must have made it in the sack, yes? 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 Someone's lying around here. Someone's not playing this game straight. Who is it? Come on, yes? Yes? Martha, come on, who is it? Come on.
Tell them I'm not a houseboy.
No, you're not a houseboy.
So be it.
Truth or illusion, George, you don't know the difference.
No. But we must carry on as though we did.
Amen.
Went the dragon. Here we go round the mulberry bush, huh?
Thank you.
Skip it.
I said, snap went the dragons. Here we go round the mulberry bush.
Yeah, we heard. Snap with the dragon.
Snap!
Don't, George.
Snap!
Hey, don't do that.
Shut up, stud.
I'm not a stud.
Snap! Then you are a houseboy. Which is it? Which are you, huh? Either way, make up your mind. Either way, snap! You disgust me.
George, does it matter to you?
Snap! Nope, actually it doesn't. Either way, I've had it. Snap!
Stop throwing those goddamn things
Snap!
at me!
Either way! Snap!
Truth or illusion, George, doesn't it matter to you at all?
Snap! You get your answer, baby?
Got it.
You just gird your blue-veined loins, girl. Now, we've got one more game to play, and it's called Bringing Up Baby. Now, you see, I don't want any fuss, and you don't want any scandal around here, do you, big boy? Oh, no, you don't want to wreck things, do you? You want to keep to your timetable, don't you? Then sit! And you, my pretty miss, oh, you like fun and games, don't you? Oh, you're a sport from way back, aren't you?
All right, George, all right.
Good. Now, but we aren't all here. Your little wifelet, she isn't here.
She's had a rough night. She's been in the can.
Oh, now look, we can't play this game without everyone here. Now that's a fact. We need your little wife. Sue!
Cut that!
And get your butt off of the couch and bring the little dip back in here. Come on, be a good puppy, go fetch. Good puppy, go fetch. One more game.
Oh, no more games, George.
Yes, Martha. You know what it is?
No, but I don't like it.
Oh, hell, maybe you will, Martha.
No.
Maybe you will. It's a real fun game, Martha. Now.
No, George, no.
One more game, Martha. One more. And then Betty Bot. Everybody is going to pack up his tools and his baggage and stuff and head on home. And you and me, well, we're going to climb them well-worn stairs there.
No, George.
Yes, baby.
No, George.
It'll all be over with before you know it.
No, George.
Oh, no climb stairs with Georgie.
Oh, it's games I don't want, George. No.
Yes, sure you do,
No,
baby.
ugly.
Original game girl, and of course you do.
Ugly games, and now this new one?
Oh, you'll love it, baby.
No, George.
You will have a ball.
No.
Don't you touch me. You keep your paws clean for the undergraduates. Now, you had quite an evening for yourself, Martha. Quite a night, and you can't just cut it off whenever you've got enough blood in your mouth. Now we're going on. I'm gonna have at you. I'm gonna make your performance tonight look like an Easter pageant. Now, I want you to get yourself a little alert. A little life in you, baby. Stop it! Pull yourself together. I want you up on your feet and slugging, sweetheart, because I'm gonna knock you around, and I want you up for it.
All right, George, what do you
I want
want?
an equal battle, baby. That's
You'll
all.
get it.
I want you mad.
I'm mad.
Get mad.
Don't worry about
Good
it.
for you, girl. Good for you. Now, we're gonna play this one to the death.
Yours.
You'd be surprised. Oh, here come the tots. You be ready for this.
I'm ready for you.
Here we are. You're a bunny, honey?
I'm a bunny, honey.
Well, now, how's the bunny?
Bunny, funny.
Bunny funny? Well, good for bunny.
Come on, George.
Oh, honey, funny bunny.
Jesus, God.
Alrighty, everyone. Sit on down. Last game. All sit now. Sit down, Martha. This is a civilized game.
Just get on with it, George.
Hello, dear.
It's almost done, for Christ's sake.
Hello, dear.
Say hello to your wife, you little bunny, for God's sake.
Hello, dear.
Oh, that was nice. Well, I think we've had a pretty good evening, all things considered. We've got a chance to sit down and get to know each other. Had fun and games of curl up on the floor, for
The
example.
tiles.
The tiles, excuse me. The snap the dragons.
Feel the label.
Feel the what?
Label. Peel the label.
I feel labels.
Well, we all peel labels, sweetie. And when you get down through the skin, all three layers, through the organs, or through the muscle there, and then slosh aside them organs, then which is still sloshable, you get down to the bone. And then you know what you got to do then?
No?
Well, when you get down to the bone, you haven't gotten all the way yet. There's something on the inside of that bone, the marrow, and that is what you really got to get at.
I see.
Marrow. Now, bones, they are pretty resilient things, especially in the young. Now, just take our son, for
George.
example.
Who?
Our son, Martha and my little joy.
May I use the...
Oh, sure, by all means, you go right ahead. Now, take our son, for example, as I was saying.
George,
Yes,
what are
Martha,
you doing?
I'm talking about our son.
Don't.
Is it, Martha, something? Here we are on the eve of our boy's homecoming, the eve of his 21st birthday, the eve of his majority. And Martha here says not to talk about it.
Just don't.
I want to, Martha. Now, the bunny here, and well, hell, whatever the hell he is here, don't know much about Junior, and I think that they should. You want to play Bringing Up Baby, don't you?
Were you snapping at
Yes,
me?
you. You want to hear about our bouncy boy.
Yeah, sure.
Good. And you, my dear, you want to hear about him too, don't you?
Who?
Martha and my little son. You want to talk about him, Martha, or shall I?
Don't, George.
Alrighty then, well, you see, he's a pretty good kid, all things considered. Well, considering his home life, that is. I mean, what with Martha here, carrying on the way she does, sleeping until 4 p.m., climbing all over that poor bastard, trying to break the bathroom door down to wash him in the tub when he's 16 years old.
All right.
Martha?
Stop it, George. That's enough.
Well, do you want to go on, Martha, or shall I?
Why would anybody want to watch somebody who's 16 years old?
For Christ's sake, honey.
Why?
Because it's her baby boo.
All right! You want our son? You'll have it.
Do you want a drink, Martha?
Yes.
You don't have to talk about it if
Who
you don't
says
want
so?
to.
Are you in any position to set the rules around here?
No.
Good boy. You'll go far. All right, Martha. Your recitation, please.
What, George?
Our son.
Our son. Our son was born on a September night, not unlike tonight, but tomorrow and 21 years ago.
There. See? I told you.
It was an easy birth.
Oh, no, Martha. You labored. Oh, how you labored.
It was an easy birth. Once it had been accepted, relaxed into.
Ah, yes. Much better.
It was an easy birth once it had been accepted. And I was young.
And I was younger.
And I was young. And he was a healthy child. A red, bawling child with firm, slippery limbs.
Martha thinks she saw him at delivery.
With firm, slippery limbs and a full head of fine, fine black hair that later on would become as blonde as the sun. Our son.
He was a healthy child.
And I had wanted a child. Oh, how I had wanted a child.
A son. A daughter.
A child. A child. And I had my child.
Our child.
Our child. And we raised him. Yes, we did. We raised him.
With teddy bears and an antique bassinet from Austria and no nurse.
With teddy bears and transparent floating goldfish and a blue, pale blue bed with cane at the headboard when he was older. Cane that he finally wore through with his little hands in his sleep.
Nightmares.
Sleep. He was a restless child. Sleep. And a croup tent, a pale green croup tent, with the shining kettle whistling in the single light of the room that time he was sick. Those 4 days. Poor lamb. And animal crackers. and the bow and arrow that he kept underneath his bed.
The arrows with the rubber cups at their
With the
tip.
rubber cups at the tips that he kept beneath his bed.
Why, Martha? Why?
For fear. For fear
It's
of,
just that. It's for fear.
and sandwiches on Sunday nights. And on Saturdays, the banana boat. The whole peeled banana with the top scooped out, and green grapes for the crew, a double row of green grapes down the center, and stuck to the sides of the boat with toothpicks, orange slices, shields.
For the oar
Carrots?
or a swizzle stick, whatever was easier.
No, a carrot. And his eyes were green. So deep green with, if you looked deep into them, so deep, bronze. Bronze parentheses around the irises. Such beautiful green eyes.
Blue, green, brown.
Beautiful, beautiful boy. And he loved the sun. He was tan before and after everyone. And in the sun, his hair became like fleece. Beautiful, beautiful boy. and school and summer camps and swimming and sledding and how he broke his arm that time, how funny it was. Oh, no, it hurt him, but it was funny. In a field, a cow, the first one he'd ever seen, and he walked up to it where the cow was head down, grazing, busy, and he mooed at it. He mooed at it. And the beast, surprised, swung its head up and mooed at him at all 3 years of him. And he, startled, turned, ran, stumbled, fell, and broke his poor arm. Poor lamb. George cried, helpless. George cried. I carried the poor child. George snuffling along beside me. I carried the poor lamb, having fashioned a sling, and across the great fields. And as he grew older, so wise, he walked evenly between us, a hand out to each of us for what we could offer by way of strength, affection, teaching, even love. And as he grew older, those arms still held out to hold us back for mutual protection from George's weakness and my necessary greater strength to protect himself and us. So wise, so wise.
What is this? Why are you doing this? Okay.
So beautiful, so wise.
Truth being relative.
It is true, beautiful, wise, perfect.
There's a real mother talking.
I want a child.
Honey,
I want a child.
On principle.
I want a child. I want a baby.
Of course, this state, this perfection could not last. Not with George. Not with George around.
There. You see, I knew she'd shift.
Be still.
I'm sorry, Mother.
can you be still?
Dominus vobiscum.
Not with George around. A drowning man brings down those nearest to him, and George tried, but I fought him. Oh God, how I fought him. Weakness, imperfection cries out against goodness, strength, and innocence. And George
How
tried.
did I try, Martha? How did I try?
What? What? No. No! He grew up. He is a grown-up. Our son is a grown-up. He is away at school, college. He is fine. Everything is fine.
No, Martha, no. Come on now, Martha.
No, that's all.
You started to say something, Martha, so now you say it.
No, that's all.
I will.
No.
You see, Martha here, she likes to stop just when the going gets good, just when things start to get a little rough around here. Now, you see, Martha, she's a misunderstood little girl. She really is. Not only does she have a husband who is a bog, younger than she is bog, albeit not only does she have a husband who is a bog, well, she's got a tiny little problem with spirituous liquors. When she can't get enough.
No more,
On top
George.
of all of that, poor weighed down girl. Plus, a father who doesn't really give a damn whether she lives or dies. Who couldn't care less what happens to his only daughter. On top of all of that, she's got a son. She has a son who fought her every inch of the way. Who didn't want to be turned into a weapon against his father. Who didn't want to be used as a goddamn club whenever Martha didn't get things the way that she wanted.
Lies.
Lies! All right. All right. Who would not disown his father, who came to him for advice, for information, for love that wasn't mixed with sickness, and you know what I mean, Martha. Who couldn't tolerate the slashing, braying residue that called itself his mother. Mother?
I'll write you. A son who was so ashamed of his father that he asked me once if it wasn't true, possibly, as he had heard from some cruel boys, that he wasn't actually our kid, who could not tolerate the shabby failure his father had become. Lies? Oh, a son who would not bring his girlfriends to the house.
Shame of his mother.
Of his father, who writes letters only to
So
me.
you think to me, in my office,
You have
I
no
have a
letters.
stack of them.
No, you have no letters.
And you have?
You have no letters. A son who spends his summers away from his family on any pretext, because he cannot stand the shadow of a man flickering around the edges of a
Spends
house.
his summers away, and he does. Who spends his summers away because there is not room for him in a house full of lies, empty liquor bottles, strange men, and a harridan who also could...
Lies!
Lies.
A son who I have tried to raise the best I can against vicious odds, against the obstruction of weakness and petty revenges.
A son who is deep in his gut sorry to have been born.
I have tried. Oh God, I have tried. The one thing I have tried to carry, pure and unscathed through this sewer of a marriage, through the sick nights and the stupid, pathetic days, through the derision and the laughter. God, the laughter! Through one failure after another, one failure compounding another failure, each attempt more sickening, more numbing than the one that came before it. The one thing, the one person I have tried to raise above this vile sewer of a marriage. The one hope in all this hopeless darkness. Our son!
Stop it! Stop it! Just stop it!
Why? Why, baby? Don't you like
can't
it?
do
Who
this.
says?
I say,
Tell us why, baby.
no.
Is this game over?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, no. No, no, not by a long shot. Sweetheart, I've got a little surprise for you. It's about Sonny Jim.
No more, George.
Yes.
Leave
yes.
her be.
You leave? This is my show! Martha, sweetheart, Wally, I've got some bad news for you. For us, of course, and some rather sad news.
What is this?
But Martha, while you were out of the room, while the two of you were out of the room, I don't know how, you must have been somewhere. At any rate, while the two of you were out of the room for a little while, the doorbell rang, and it's hard for me to tell you about this, Martha.
Tell me.
But you see what it was? It was good old Western Union, some little guy about 70.
Crazy Billy?
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Martha. Crazy Billy. And he had a telegram, and it was for us, and I have to tell you about it.
Why did they deliver it? Why did they telephone it? Why did they deliver it?
Because some telegrams you have to deliver, some telegrams you can't phone.
What does that mean?
Martha, I can hardly bring myself to say this, but I'm afraid our little boy isn't going to be able to come home for his birthday.
Of course he is.
No, Martha.
Of course he is. I say he is.
No, he can't.
He is. I say so.
Martha. Our son is dead. He was killed late in the afternoon. On a country road with his learner's permit in his pocket, he swerves the car to avoid a porcupine
You can't do
and goes
that.
straight into a large...
You cannot do that!
Oh my God.
I just
Oh my
thought you
God,
should
no.
know.
No, you cannot do that. You cannot decide these things for
We'll
yourself.
have to
I
look
will
around
not
it,
let you
I
decide that.
suppose.
No,
There's matters of identification,
No.
naturally,
no,
and
no,
arrangements.
you
to
cannot
make.
do that. You cannot make these decisions. You cannot do that. Get your hands off me.
Well, Marcia,
No.
listen to yourself. Now, come off it now. We got a telegram, Martha.
No.
Pull yourself together. Our son, he is dead. Can you get that into your head?
No, you cannot do that.
Lady, please!
Let me
Listen
go.
carefully, Martha. We got a telegram. There was a car accident, and now he is dead.
No,
Poof!
no,
Just like that. Now, how do you like it?
no, 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 no.
Let her go. She'll be all right now.
No, he isn't dead. He isn't dead.
He is dead. Kyrie eleison, Christi
No.
eleison, Kyrie eleison.
You can't do that. You can't make these decisions.
Lady, he hasn't made any kind of decision. He doesn't have the power.
That's right, Martha. I'm not a god, am I? I do not have the power over life and death, do I?
You can't have him die. You can't kill him.
Lady, please.
Martha, there we got a telegram.
Show it to me. Show me the telegram.
I ate it.
What did you just say to me?
I ate it. Good for you, Martha.
What are you doing? Do you think this is a good time for an ugly goddamn joke like this?
You are not.
You know the rules, Martha!
No.
For God's sake, you know the rules!
He is our child!
And I killed him.
He is our
Yes,
child!
and you delivered him, and it was a good delivery. And I have killed him.
No!
Yes.
I think I understand this.
Do you?
Jesus Christ, I think I understand
Good
this.
for you, Buster.
Jesus Christ, I think I understand this.
You have no right. No right at all.
I have the right, Martha. I could kill him anytime I wanted to. We just never spoke about it, that's all.
But why? Why?
Because you broke our rule, baby. You mentioned him. You mentioned him to someone else.
I did not.
Yes.
I
You
never did.
did.
Who?
To me. You mentioned him to me.
I forget. Sometimes at night, when it's late, everybody else is talking. I want to mention him so badly. But I hold on. I hold on. But I've wanted to so many times. Oh, God, George. You didn't have to push it. I mentioned him, all right. But you didn't have to push it over the edge. You didn't have to kill him.
Requiescat in pace.
Amen.
That wasn't needed.
Naeis Domine requiem aeterna. It'll be dawn soon. Think this party's over.
You couldn't have any.
We couldn't.
We could.
Home to bed now, children. It's way past your bedtime.
Honey,
Yes.
Go on now.
yes.
Yes.
I'd just like to.
Good night.
Good night.
Martha, can I get you anything?
No, nothing.
All right, it's time for bed.
Yes.
Are you tired?
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Sunday tomorrow. All day.
Yes. Did you have to?
Yes.
It was. You had to?
Yes.
I don't know.
It was time.
Was it?